Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Uwe Müller and I'm from Germany. Today we are in the Wilpattu National Park. The Wilpattu National Park is the oldest and largest national park in Sri Lanka. This national park is located in the north of Sri Lanka. I booked a full day safari with nature trails from the Cinnamon group. The ride from the Haparana village by Cinnamon took 2 hours. Come with us, there's a lot to discover. Right at the beginning, we first saw the Asian green bee eater. By the way, in this video, parts of the off-road rides are recorded from our perspective, with all the bumps and shaking. Occasionally, engine noises and voices can also be heard. I just wanted to leave it as it really was, and I hope you will like it. According to the weather forecast, there will be occasionally rain in the morning. Afterwards, sunshine is expected. My goal was to film and photograph a slot bear, a mongoose, and of course a leopard. Let's see if we can find them. Hey, what is that back there? An Asian elephant, right next to the pet. It is the subspecies Sri Lankan elephant. Definitely a male elephant, no doubt. A tree in a pond full of painted storks. Two great hornbills nearby on another tree. An axis deer male in the rain. A slot bear trolls along in the middle of the pad. Its fur is still damp from the rain. The slot bear disappears into the forest, but the drivers know where he probably wants to go. We are now already 5 off-road vehicles together with ours. The drivers are all in contact via their mobile phones and keep each other informed.
Software.
My RF 600mm on the Canon R5 Mark II was too big. I took my old Canon R5 with the RF 100 500mm. Okay. Thank you, sir. Just a gift from him. Again, an Asian green bee-eater, which often can be seen here. A herd of axis deers grazing. Axis deers, also called cheetah or spotted deer in the English language. This is not ladylike, man. I almost overlooked the bird. A young animal, I mean a young bird, juvenile, as it is also referred to in biological terminology. An axis deer on the pad. A crocodile in the water. Oh wow, I feel my breakfast. But I'm always fascinated by how skillful the driver navigates the sometimes narrow paths, and also has to make sure that he doesn't get caught on low hanging branches with the frame for the tarpaulin. Shake here and shake there, it shakes everywhere. But he is a real good driver. God, I like this. A fascinating spectacle. The crested serpent eagle was attacked by a much smaller bird. He was attacked by a male of the species black-knot monarch, whose nest was very close by. You can hear how he is getting excited and scolding. Yes, little monarch, give it to him. A jab, a cross, and uppercut. We reached one of the lakes and I wanted to film a total to show you the landscape. But I saw the water buffaloes. Therefore, I had my Canon R5 equipped with the RF 24 to 70 millimeters. I also use this combo for filming the off-road drives. Occasionally, I replace the RF 24 to 70 millimeters with the RF 100 to 500 millimeter when the RF 600 millimeter is too large and I need a telephoto zoom for the wildlife. Now I quickly grabbed my Canon R5 Mark II with the RF 600mm f4 to photograph and film the water buffaloes in a picture-filling format. The RF 600mm always stays on the R5 Mark II and is sometimes used with the 1.4 or double extender, what means double converter. On the road again. Oh, I'm sorry. On the road again, hoping to find a leopard or other interesting wildlife. The driving on the bumpy track is always an experience, but this gives the safari feeling, for sure. Ui, ui, ui. That's what I call Bombay. The safari feeling is absolutely there.
මෙයාට එහෙම වැඩක් නැහැනේ. අපි හවුස් යන ට්‍රිප් එක බලමු ඒ පැත්තේ. නැති වුණොත් මෙහෙ. ඔව් මෙහෙ දැන් දෙක තුන් පළකින් වගේ පැනලා දිනවන්නේ. ඒක අතේ අතන දෙන්නයි මෙතනත් යන නෙළුමයි තව එකකුත් අල්ලලා. බලමු.
The landscape here is really, really beautiful. Do you like the landscape too? Of course. Most tourists are interested in seeing wildlife. For sure, elephants, leopards, golden jackals, sloth bears, water buffaloes, and many more. But simply being in such a fascinating landscape is truly a wonderful experience. At least for me. Maybe you will feel the same. As initially started, Wilpattu National Park is the largest and oldest national park in Sri Lanka. The national park is located in the north of Sri Lanka on the northwest coast. The Sinhalese name Wilpattu means land of lakes and comes from the many lakes in the national parks. From 1983 to 2009, the national park was inaccessible to tourists due to the civil war. There are even several overnight accommodations in the national park. What is that in the back of the lake? An elephant. The driver had spotted it right away. Can you see the small grey spot on the horizon in front of the forest? We approached a good position, and I immediately grabbed my Canon R5 Mark II with the RF 600mm lens. It is very windy, as you can hear, especially at the lake where the wind is not broken by anything. A real challenge for a microphone. I also use a windshield for microphone on both microphones, also known as dead cat. I have no idea from what this term or name comes from. Again on the way in search of a leopard. Hello, leopard. Where are you? This is an endemic species in Sri Lanka. And this is a very common species in Sri Lanka, but I like the picture in these nice flowers. Oh, I would have completely overlooked the two kingfishers if Gayan had not pointed them out to me. Thank you very much, Gayan. Deep in the bushes, filmed throughout many branches and leaves with the hope that these remain in focus, especially since the branches move in the wind. Oh man, sometimes I forget that I can turn off the autofocus and focus manually. Hunting or searching the leopard again. Wow, wow, wow! What is this? Ha! A mongoose! One of my target animal species. Hey, what are you doing there? Really? You really want to sleep? Ah, come on. Show yourselves in action. Is that a joke? One of my target species in front of me, and the animal lies down and sleeps. That's not fair. This is what wildlife photographers and wildlife videographers do. We wait, keep waiting, and hope. That is what we spend most of our time doing. It requires, among other things, a lot of patience. This is the smallest duck species in Sri Lanka. These are 2 chicks. And here is their mom. Close enough to touch. Hey, hey, hey! A leopard on the way in front of us. The driver spotted it. And it's not sleeping. Just a cousin. A very young leopard. Oops, what was that? We received the notification that another leopard had been spotted on the other side of the lake, far away. Since this male hardly moved, I only took photos. I used the RF 600mm with a double extender to get it somewhat decently in the frame. I hope you enjoy the safari and will see each other again on my channel. Your Uwe Müller.